What's up, guys? Good afternoon. Um, I just wanna talk about a few things and clarify a few things about what went down. Um, what's been going on this whole week. Well, first off, I want to talk about the last time I was at the protests. Um, yeah, it turns out I was a little overhyped. I was a little over. Let me see, how should I say it? I was a little overzealous. I was a little overhyped. I was a little over pumped. I was a little over exaggerating. I was a little over like basically I was like saying a lot of bunch of shit, out of my anger, like out of anger and shit like that. So I never really meant to say anything like that. So yeah. How's everyone doing, you guys? So yeah. Um most of you don't I don't know if most of you don't know and that you saw the Channel 4 News, me, Cutsy, and Paul just happened to came out on Channel 4's news. They show us fighting with the fucking cops, the LAPD and shit. Well, let me see. I don't know if most of you guys were watching my live stream the other night. I kind of said a little few things that I went a little too far. I didn't mean to say all that. What I meant was like I forgot to mention, oh yeah, fucking their sisters or having your cousins calling, having one of your girl cousins to call me on the cell phone. That's what I meant. I didn't know like because some of these cops are little old, like in their fucking 40s or whatever, or some shit. What I meant to say was is that um like my apologies. Like I take responsibilities of, I went a little too far. I was just trying to get under the cop's skin because I was so pissed off and angry and upset about seeing one of them shove a fucking girl, and I was just literally say a lot of bunch of shit out of anger that I was just trying to freaking like express myself. I was just trying to like, like get under their skin, piss them off, like piss them so off, get under their skin and shit like that. But yeah, I was talking a whole bunch of shit. I was just saying a lot of bunch of random crap. And yeah, it's like, but yeah, like for those of you, like, I'm pretty sure that I might not be monetized for this because saying a lot of bunch of curse words and like all that hype, all that energy hype, all that freaking like all that vibe I have in me, saying a lot of like standing up to my rights and freedom of speech, because people don't like what I'm saying or other people are saying, then yeah, people need to get educated and learn the Constitution because everybody has First Amendment rights to say whatever the hell they want, to say what's true, and if they don't like it, then that's tough shit. By the way, right now I'm just drinking some like this my new recipe that I have, banana I'm drinking watermelon mixed with cucumber. You know, so yeah, so today I'm just gonna discuss about yeah, like I did came out on the Channel 4 News. My yeah, so my body you have to hear none of that say that I was gonna like fuck one of your old daughter like in their what I meant when they're 30s or their 40s or 20s or mid 20s or late 20s or some shit, as far as I'm concerned. But it just makes me sick to my stomach, how it pisses me the F off about like how everything has been going on and all that shit with the protests and everything like that. And yeah. But yeah, once again, sorry you had to hear that. I let my energy get the best of me. I let my ego get the best of me. I was just trying to get under the skin. I'm just trying to piss them off and this and that. Oh, what's up? El Wolf is in the house. What up, my boy? Hey man, hey, I was just like, I don't know if you were heard, but yeah, I'm just trying to like, hey, shout out to El Wolf right here. SGB News is one of the auditors with SGB News and shit like that. What are you and News doing today? Are you guys going any protests today or what? Let me know, man, because I'm gonna head out in the bed. I'm just gonna do some webcam in a little bit, save up, and yeah, dude, and just like yeah, Damn, how was it at the Fell building? Yeah, I heard. Like was it crazy or what? Cause yeah, because we came out on the Channel Four News. Shout out to Elwolf right here. We came out the Channel Four News, and yeah, man, I was just like that stupid fucking newscast lady was just like basically claiming saying that there were like 60 people. There were no 60 people. Fucking news. I'm sorry, but freaking newscasts. They just love to put words and they just love to make stories up just to get a big credit to make off their money, to make more money, you know? What I tell you about these money hungry people, pussy wimp people, they're being desperate. But yeah, yeah, once again, my bad. And I would like to take responsibilities for my actions of what I said. I was just trying to get under the cop's skin. So yeah, yeah. By the way, I got a new phone for like my temporary phone for now. So I'm gonna be using this to go. So yeah, yeah. There's like so much shit going on. Hello, Aid. Just doing a little podcast right now, so I can't be talking. Um, yeah. So yeah, I might go out, go live stream again. I don't know when. It's just like tough. I don't know when. I don't know. I might. It just depends how the mood is right now. Right now it's still early, so I'm just gonna like hang out and chill for a little bit, trying to get ready. Hopefully, if I can find whatever I need to find here before I leave, and then I gotta like measure up more. So yeah. Okay. Well, enough about all that. I'm gonna now. I wanna talk about. I want to discuss about. Okay, I'm gonna get a little serious right now about all of that, but this whole week has been sad, hurt, and shocking and depressing. And we just lost two legends. Well, actually, we just lost three, or should I say four celebrities. Like, I don't know the other two, but I do know the other two who I know too well. Um, One of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and WWE Hall of Fame, the legendary Blacks from the band Black Sabbath. Ozzy Osbourne just passed away on Tuesday, and yeah, it's just like I just feel like everything happened so fast. Like Ozzy Osbourne was one of my favorite singers that I used to listen to when I was a kid. When my dad used to play Black Sabbath, and my dad was a huge fan of Black Sabbath. He told me he went to his concerts back in the '80s. I don't know where, but it was pretty dope. And Ozzy just did his last concert, like somewhere, like I don't know when. And yeah, like Ozzy Osbourne is one of the best top singers, that anybody can find. And I love some of his music, Black Sabbath, like War Pig, Paranoid, and let me see, what else? Iron Man. Yep, forgot about that. And there's one song I like, Crazy Train and Crack Cocaine, and also I Don't Wanna Stop. Some of these musics that that I've always like stopped listening to. Like I never stopped listening to any of them because they. So Ozzy did his last concert, and I guess he knew like his time was already up. So yeah, you know, things like this whole week has been like sad and this and that. Ozzy Osbourne is one of the best um who I would love to see. Losing Ozzy Osbourne is basically like it's shocking. While speaking of shocking, speaking of sad, and what got me the most hurtful and sad and depressing and like just basically shocked, like basically that got me mind blinded, mind blowed, that literally threw me off the bat, that I had a gut feeling like something like this was gonna happen. I just didn't expect to happen too soon. Not only that Ozzy Osbourne passed away 2 days ago, a legend, an icon, a Hall of Famer. a former world champion, the man who I literally grew up watching wrestling, who I started watching wrestling. He was the main wrestler who I got into wrestling, along with Ultimate Warrior, who I got into wrestling even more. And then one of the saddest day in pro wrestling that made pro wrestling popular. 2 days, 2 days ago on Thursday morning, I just found out that I saw the news that my favorite childhood wrestler hero, the immortal Terry Terry Bollea, aka the immortal Hulk Hogan, just passed away at the age of 71. It's like, yeah, like at first, I was trying not hard not to be a fan, to stop supporting him because he's, you know, a diehard supporter, which I'm not gonna get into that. But I do say this. Sure, despite the fact how people, what you think of him or how he is or what he is, what he did, what he said, and this and that, you know. But at the same time, like if most of you guys still hate him and talk shit just because he was a racist and he was a damn supporter and all that shit, you guys want to like talk all that crap. But I'll tell you this, you know, I'll tell you this one thing. He was the man. Hulk Hogan was the man who put wrestling on the map, who made wrestling popular, along with Ultimate Warrior, Macho Man Randy Savage, um, Andre the Giant, Roddy Piper, fucking yeah, all these great legends that made wrestling popular over the days. And if it wasn't for Hogan, like Triple H says last night on SmackDown, that wrestling would never be it is that is today. It's like two of the greatest legends in our childhood, in my childhood, is just like gone. And now it's like basically it's like making me think about the future more. And yeah, he Ozzy Osbourne was very talented. Hulk Hogan was biggest top talent that anybody, like he was basically the face of WWE and the face of wrestling of industry, who made wrestling popular, who put wrestling on the mat, and also the very first wrestler who made movies before The Rock, John Cena, and Batista, and all of them. Hulk Hogan was the main leader to all top of any of pro wrestling is. And who knows, wrestling might not even be the same. It's like showing wrestling more popular. It's like that. Like people, you can honestly say fuck Hulk Hogan, but I can honestly say fuck Terry Bollea. But I always have major respect for Hulk Hogan, because he was the main wrestler who I got into wrestling, and I can't take no credit for that. You know, and if it wasn't for him, like if it wasn't for Hogan, never met any of my wrestling friends and my wrestling buddies. I would never get to met any of the wrestlers if I wasn't into wrestling and stuff like that. As I have right here, this is the figure that I got. Back in the days in the 1990 days, which I was hoping to get that signed. It's like, now I got three figures who I was hoping to meet, and they all passed away, and now it's officially dead. I don't even know what to do with these figures. So it's like, yeah, it's heartbroken. Along with the shirt I have, of him, Hulkamania. Even though Hulkamania is no longer here, but his legacy and his spirit will live on. That that will live on forever. His matches, memories. All I gotta say, thank you, Hogan, for the memories that he made our childhood hero. Hogan was the man, that put wrestling on the mat. And then I just like basically just shocked the hell, I just like basically what I heard, he wasn't doing good, he wasn't looking good, he wasn't speaking, and he was going through so much back pain. And then yeah, and then like the last WWE appearance right here and over there at the Clipper Stadium in the Instron Dome, he was basically booed out of the building. So I'm just like, and I just found out he was going through some deep depressions and everything like that. And yeah, it's just like it sucks. So yeah, so Hogan, rest in peace. Now he's with the other top wrestlers that are gone. It's like, can heaven can be for real? It's like, you know, it's like all I gotta say, no other wrestler can ever lace Hulk Hogan's boots. As far as I'm concerned, top it all off, it's like, yeah. And then what I think about toxic hating fans that diss about Hogan, like I don't even like I won't, like I said, I don't respect Terry Bollea, how a person, how he is, but I do respect Hulk Hogan as a wrestler, as a competitor, as a top dog. So yeah, like how he wrestled The Rock and passed the torch to The Rock. Yeah, it's like, but I do say this: I did see him wrestle back in 1999. I was like, I think I was like 8 or 9 years old. It was me, my dad, and my cousin. We went to the Western Forum, and I don't know if you saw my Instagram. I posted on my stories that I still have the ticket till this day. That August 22nd, 1999. It was at the Great Western Forum, well, better known as the Kia. Well, it was at the Kia Forum, better known as the. It used to be called the Great Western Forum. I was happy to see Hulk Hogan wrestle Bret Hart, and most likely all the fans chant for Hogan more than Bret Hart, and it was pretty much get good match though. And I remember seeing a lot of the good WWE wrestler superstars, and I'm just wondering when they're gonna post that WCW tour, and the Great Western Forum, hopefully can be added on here. So yeah, it's just like it just sucks, it's just like it just sucks how everything going on, how everything's happening with with everything going on and all that shit like that. It's like, yeah, Hulk Hogan, was the man. Ozzy Osbourne was the top singer, top talent that made good music, and yeah, so it's just sad seeing one of your childhood's fan favorites that no other wrestler can ever lace Hogan's boots. It's true. Because this man right here was the was wrestling. Is professional wrestling and pro wrestling that it is today, along with any other legendaries like you'll never see again. It's like, yeah, Hogan, and like yeah, it's just sad. It's like I got a feeling this is gonna be a big funeral for Hulk Hogan because he had what he meant to us. It's like it's like losing a family member. So wrestling fans, wrestling today, it's like losing one of the big a legend, an icon that built every wrestling promotions company in the history of professional wrestling. Um, Hulk Hogan, so who knows if I can still wear the shirt again or just keep it as a Hulkamania. Even though Hulkamania is officially dead, but his spirit will ever live forever. Rest in peace, Hogan. Rest in peace, Ozzy Osbourne. And yeah, what a sad week has been. And then not only that, I would like to say I one of a friend of mine who I would love to respect, who I love and respect, who's always chill and nice. That I've seen him in every movie premieres, every like celebrity events, and each and every time I see him, he's like one of the graphers that get a lot of celebrities and autographs and all that stuff like that. Not only that, my friend of mine's named Paulie. He was a short guy, and he always wore a hat, and he was short, and he's always used to wear like jacket, and then he's always used to have like autographs, like 8x10s around him and stuff like that. And yeah, he also passed away in Saturday as well too. And it was like 2 days before Ozzy Osbourne passed away. Yeah, what a shitty week. This week has just been like hurtful, like Ozzy Osbourne, Hulk Hogan, and like you'll never know who. Like, yeah, all the wrestling words is shock right now. So it's So it's like I'll admit, like I'll admit, I was upset. I was a little disappointed of Hulk Hogan when being a diehard supporter, and then with everything going on, just with the Trump administration and the freaking ice raids, and it's just like this has gone completely too far. But basically, like I never stopped hating Hogan. Like I was gonna meet him someday, but it's like I have a feeling that something like that was gonna happen because he was always living because he lives in Florida. So yeah, and yeah, it's like and plus he was hard to get to do meet and greets. He was just like he cost a lot. So yeah, it's like I really wish I would have like met him a long time ago, and this if I would have started this hobby. It's like now everything's like lives on, moves on, and then what's next now? Last year we lost. Last year Sid Vicious passed away. My another favorite childhood real wrestler who I used to look up to back in the days. And now they're all up there. It's like a jerk. It's like everything's changing nowadays. Little by little. It's like what has this world's gone into? With technology taking over, and you see robots around the around the whole area now. It's like what's gone into this world now? It's like yeah. Well, I'm only gonna be there for quite a few minutes, and I'm gonna like wrap this up and get ready, and I'm gonna go live stream again. Well, probably. I don't know. It just depends on the day. Yeah, it's like losing one of the greatest legends, Hulk Hogan, and I've enjoyed watching his matches, and yeah, most of the people that I know that met him and stuff like that. So yeah, it's lucky for them. It's like, you know, but just like everybody was just like hating on him because of the whole racist thing and all that shit like that. And I guess like, you know, like I said, you can say, well, like you still have that a grudge against him. Just say you don't respect Terry Bollea as a person, but Hulk Hogan was a fucking top legend in professional wrestling. So, and Ozzy Osbourne too was one of the biggest top rock and roll singers of all time. That made even rock and roll more popular, and even wrestling more popular too. So it's like, what, what, what's next? What is next for everything, and then for everything going on, and this and that. But I can honestly say it's just humanity. It's just stupid. It's just like, well, I'm not talking about stupid, but yeah, I'm just talking about what the whole. So yeah, yeah, hit that. So let me know if you have any questions. What are your thoughts about the Ozzy Osbourne and Hulk Hogan passing away? What a sad week we had. It's just like never thought everything just happened so damn quick. It's like so fast. I never thought like I never like at first I kind of knew something about Ozzy Osbourne was gonna pass away, but when Hulk Hogan passed away, it literally threw me off. Yeah, he was just like one of the biggest top professional wrestling of all time, and now Hogan's gone, and who knows wrestling can even build the same, and even wrestlers are just taking it hard because I guess they grew up watching him, they look up to him. Hogan was just like everywhere back in the '80s, back in the '90s, and how he won the WWE title, and yeah, it's just like it just sucks, how everything's going on, so it's like yeah, but yet again I do take responsibilities how what I said to like that got my live stream video on resurrection. So maybe that could be a case, but yeah, it's just I was just so aggressive because but it's true. They literally pushed a lady, shove her, and that was not cool. I didn't like it. Like I was this close to I would wanted to spit at their face so good. It's like It's that wasn't funny. That's how furious I was. I didn't like that shit. It's like fuck, man. I screamed at him. I yelled at him. I cursed at him so good, like telling him to that I will bone each and every one of their wives and their sisters and their cousins and shit just to piss them off, just to get under their skin. But everybody, took consent to that, when I fucking met up with SGV News and all that shit, PLA and all that shit. So like L Wolf. Yeah, L Wolf is the man right here. Shout out to L Wolf with SGV. And yeah, so it's like, so yeah. How's everyone going today? Let me guys what you think about this, and let me know what your thoughts. Leave a comment, leave a like, send out your opinion, send out your everything. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna get monetized for all these like cursing and all that stuff like that. Because I don't even know how to monetize it anyway. So I'm just like, yeah, I'm just gonna, yeah. So like I said, like my apologies, guys, for hearing me saying all that shit. Like I never really meant to say it. I was just trying to get under the skin. I was just trying to piss them off. But yeah. So yeah. Well, guys. I'm about to wrap this up. So so make sure. Hopefully, you guys have a blessed day. Stay tuned on my next live stream. I might go live stream when I head over there to whatever, or might. It's just a maybe, but I just don't know. So yeah. This is Matt. Well, so this is Matt Hobbs. Anyone? Thanks for watching, and I don't know if you guys like, forgive me, whatever. Just leave a comment ever when I'm about to go off. So yeah. Again, this is Matt Hobbs. Anyone? Thanks for watching, and I will be posting some more. I'll probably be getting some more videos and probably go live stream whatever. Who knows? Probably I can go visit the site shitty ass tology from Shannon. So yeah. Hope you have a blessed day. Take care of yourself. This is Matt Hobbs 91.